F1, the Formula One racing film, is finally out. This is from director Joseph Kosinski, who previously directed Top Gun Maverick, which was one of my favorite films of 2022. And I was pretty excited going into this, even though I'm actually not a fan of F1 or Formula One racing. It's just not something I'm into or really know much about. But at the end of the day, I think when you can make a great sports drama with a great actor at the lead, you got a director who knows what he's doing, they can make a great summer blockbuster, and that's exactly what this film is. This film just kind of breathes the idea of a summer blockbuster in all the best ways. There's clearly a lot of money being spent on screen, but it shows. It's just a great looking movie, all the set design, the production design, great looking film, especially with the cinematography, and Kosinski, who just really knows how to capture action in a really sharp and energetic way. He does a lot of great stuff with POV sequences, putting the camera in the car, putting it on the sides, also showcasing and stitching these scenes together so that you can actually follow what's happening. It's really important in a sports film because sometimes stuff like that with action can get a little bit jumbled. And another thing I really appreciated about this was that even though I don't know much about F1 racing, it doesn't feel like too hard for me to understand exactly what's going on, and it also probably for F1 fans doesn't dumb it down for them. So the film stars Brad Pitt, who's essentially just playing the coolest character ever. He's just aura farming the entire time. He's just a very cool, charismatic character. He owns this entire film. He's just doing Brad Pitt, but it 100% works for what this character is. And the entire rest of the cast do a great job as well. The big standout when it comes to the rest of the supporting cast, though, for me was Carrie Condon. I just wish she was in more things because she is so excellent. Hans Zimmer does the score here, and I mean, just keep giving this man the keys to the kitchen. He cooks every single time, and here he's doing a bit of a techno score, which actually feels pretty reminiscent of like a Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross score, and just really works. It elevates these sequences, all the action, makes them super entertaining. There's also just a great soundtrack to go along with it, whether it be some of the new original songs to go with the F1 album, or also just the songs you pull from Led Zeppelin, kind of pumping in, really energizing some of these action sequences. It's got all the heart and comedy that you kind of want in a summer blockbuster like this, although I do think this film is a little bit too formulaic. There wasn't really any surprises. Everything kind of felt like you've seen this before to a degree, and that might not bother some people, but for me, I think where it really just does kind of affect the film is the fact that it's 2.5 hours, which is pretty long. So when you have 2.5 hours of just kind of running through beats that we've seen in sports dramas before, also a lot of this sort of feeling similar to Top Gun Maverick, the director's previous film, I think it does actually drag a little bit in that back half because, for one, the runtime is long, the pacing kind of does feel like it dulls down a little bit, and because so much of it is similar, you do kind of start to feel that runtime towards the end. Overall, F1 overcomes a formulaic story with being a very well-made summer blockbuster sports drama with great production, direction, action, and Brad Pitt just owning the whole film. That's why I'm going to give it 8.6 out of 10.